Hello, I'm Douglas. Welcome back to That's the Moment. Some very sad news today in the rock community. Guitarist Eddie Van Halen passed away this morning. The news seemed to come out about maybe 3 o'clock or so this afternoon, and my phone was blowing up. My computer, just everybody reaching out. Just everybody who knows me knows what music means to me, and particularly what certain bands, and Van Halen being my favorite American rock band of all time. It's just shocking news. The first person I spoke to on the telephone about it was my own son. First person I heard from, I should say, was my wife. That's how the news broke to me. It was just a simple email from Shannon behind the camera. She just said, "Eddie V, so sorry," and just my heart sunk. It was just so simple. And I was like, at work, I will look at this later. As soon as I had a chance, I took a look and was just so distraught. You know, it's like there's some people that you'll always remember as your childhood heroes for different reasons. My story briefly, I was in fifth grade. I heard a song called Jump. Not one of my favorite Van Halen songs now, but in fifth grade, you know, at that age, you're discovering music, movies, so many things for the first time, and certain things stand out to you. And what was a simple song for the most part, when it got to that guitar solo, I'd never heard anything like that before. I thought it was real exciting. And I started to hear kids talk about it over the next few days. And then first time I saw the music video for Jump, it was like nothing I'd seen before. This guy looked like the evil Knievel of guitar. Like the singer's doing jumps and kicks, and the guitarist looks so happy as he's playing the guitar. He just looked like it was something like you couldn't have more fun doing anything in the world. So I think for my generation growing up in the 80s, there were two types of Van Halen fans. The people who loved the band that wanted to do what he was doing, and then the types that just became lifelong fans. Almost nobody didn't like Van Halen. It's as universal as football or the American flag or pizza. It's just everybody loves Van Halen. So many memories associated with it, and I want to keep this simple tonight. Just my heart goes out to the family of Edward. His son Wolfgang made the announcement today to the world, and that's how we all found out. And word spread very quickly. Eddie changed my life. There's a good chance if you're watching this that a song by Van Halen touched yours too. Whether it was something from Van Halen 1, like Ain't Talking About Love, with its rock energy and the swagger of singer David Lee Roth, the insistent drums from his brother Alex Van Halen, and bassist Michael Anthony also sang those backing vocals. So that harmony from the Beach Boys and the Beatles that were everywhere in the 60s, they grew up with that, and that became part of the Van Halen sound, which became iconic. Even after the initial era with David Lee Roth, they really at their peak was when they split up. In the year 1984, their album 1984 had Jump, Panama, Hot for Teacher, three great songs that almost anybody who listens to music still knows today. And then you would think it's over when your lead singer leaves, but not with Van Halen, because they had Eddie and Alex, the secret ingredients. Together, you couldn't stop them. Sammy Hagar comes in as singer, and they just kept rolling. 5150 was a terrific album, a big victory. They went from Strength 1984 to Strength with 5150. So they had a great run from that first album, 1978, all the way through to 1996 when they parted ways with Sammy. They had a reunion tour in 2004 where we got to see Sammy play one last tour with the band, and David one last run was terrific. They reunited in 2007 and '08. Big tour. I've got more stories where these came from. The final tour was 2015. I want to show you a couple shirts real quick to show you part of what it is to be a Van Halen fan. Stay here. Every time I wear one of these someplace, there's always a smile or somebody says something. Oh yeah, Van Halen. You know, it's just like wearing a Miami Dolphins or Dallas Cowboys jersey. It's just people love them wherever you go. So here's some, we all know the album covers, but here's some of the shirts that I have. I had to show them off again. There's a good chance you'll be seeing more of these in the years ahead. Just like we still see Hendrix shirts, we still see Beatles shirts, There's just certain artists that are timeless. After Prince passed away, we saw lots of his shirts out there and on social media memes. Michael Jackson, the same thing. Mark my words, Van Halen's going to be the biggest they've been in a long time. As young people discover them for the first time, people our age just like, oh my gosh, reaching out to listen to Van Halen because of all the good memories. But they're not going away. So that's it. This last one, quick story, Christmas. I'm opening presents. My wife says, this next one you're opening was a surprise gift. I open it up, and there it is from the 1980 tour. She went on the website, vanhalenstore.com, and for whatever the price is, boom, surprise Van Halen shirts. This is what I got. I love it. All these shirts have a different story, but that's for another time. In parting, I just want to show you from my memory, my friends Chris, Mike, and I went. Well, Mike unfortunately wasn't able to go, but he had tickets to go with us. Mike, we represented for you, man. And our friend Charlie, we went to Los Angeles. Turned out to be the last stop of the last Van Halen tour as we knew it. October 2 and 4, 2015. There's something in me just when they announce a date, says like, we have to go. That's their home territory. It's Van Halen playing a hometown show. You know the historic backyard parties that are the talk of legend still for everyone who was there in the day. So this was the last backyard party in Los Angeles. They got to be there for it. Just the energy and excitement from so many people. And it hurts a little today just thinking of all the good memories and just how many people feel a real sense of loss today. So to Eddie's wife Janie, to his son Wolf, and to his brother Alex, and to all those who love and care about Eddie Van Halen and the Van Halen legacy, my heart goes out to you, and I'm feeling it with you tonight. So we'll just end with the parting shot. The final nights of the final Van Halen tour, Los Angeles, California, at the Hollywood Bowl. Rest in peace, Eddie. That's the moment. Remember to like and subscribe.